We play and call it work.
Hey everybody, Matthew and Steve here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to another episode of Spell Hunters, an Age of Sigmar narrative campaign.
That was called Spellbusters.
No, your war band is
That's
called
right.
Spellbusters.
Say it. We're the Spellbusters.
What are you going to call?
Spellbusters.
You hang your head in shame.
I was gonna sing it.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm sorry, we won't do that this time. So once again, spoiler alert for those of you who haven't watched the previous episodes. This is a story-based campaign based on a group of wizards who are hunting spells for profit and for fun. Or profit and for pleasure, as I like to say. Because they're trying to learn the secrets of the universe, or the ether, at least, while making some money. So yeah, you're coming closer. You're off center. There. Oh, so much better.
You were off center.
Maybe, I don't know. But if I had went closer to you, then we both shifted that way. Oh, that's so much better. So much better. It's okay.
That's what it is.
No, it's the side that matters, though. See, the side is what frames it.
I feel more side more than
That
you.
doesn't make it. It's still the
Are
side.
we recording?
Yeah, we are. Anyways, if you would like to get this entire narrative campaign for free and you're not currently a Vault member, then go to MiniWarGaming.com/spellhunters to get it for free by signing up for the Vault. If you're already a Vault member, you're getting it. So thank you so much for supporting us and helping us with this. So, spoilers,
Yes.
You've been warned.
Things have happened.
Things have happened. The last two episodes were fraught with danger and mishaps and tiredness and failed scenarios, and you weren't doing so well.
Failed wizards.
Failed wizards. You lost some along the way.
Yeah.
In fact, the last one that you lost was Mr. Ogre. His name was
Droth. He
Droth.
kept coming back, but
yeah, he kept going down and coming back up, but the part missing, and going down and coming back up. But the last time, when he was just swarmed by the I'm trying to remember the undead. It was the undead that were swarming him, and then the purple sun took him out. That was
that
it.
what happened?
Yeah, he died from the purple sun.
Oh yeah, at the end, yes.
Yes, when you were trying to dispel the purple sun, it was taking
down
forever.
Like 4 wounds, or was it 5?
He had lost 2 already, so he's down to 5.
Then he down to 4. Okay.
So, but though
he took a beating. He did his job though.
Yeah, he lasted. He kept dying and getting back up, dying and getting back up, and finally the purple sun just finished him off. But he'll live on inside the purple sun that you'll be casting every time. Every time you can cast it, you can be like, Duroth, or what is it? Droth! Avenge us!
Duroth.
Because some of his life force is actually trapped inside of that purple sun that you keep summoning, you monster.
That is sad.
So, once again, after you capture that purple sun, the energies were mostly absorbed by the Alpha Sphere. And after that happened, there was a kind of a critical moment where your necromancer, Kengax, was looking at it, and all of a sudden he could feel this surge of energy come from it. And that surge of energy filled all the nearby wizards, and they could all of a sudden, just for a split second, they could perceive the cosmos. And it was as if they all of a sudden were standing away, and they could see all the realm spheres. And just for half a second, but in that split second, it seemed like a longer time to them. And then they were yanked back down. And while you were out there perceiving the realm spheres, not only could you see the 8 major realm spheres, and you could see all the leeching areas of chaos, the realm of chaos trying to come in to all the different realms, but you could see countless, hundreds, if not thousands of other minor realms that were within the ether as well. Some which are known and some which you did not recognize. But there was one in particular that shone brighter than the rest of them, and you don't know why. But it was in the, if there is a physical representation of where all the realms are, and there isn't really, there's all in ether, in the void. So it's not like they have like, this one's 10 miles away from that one, and this one's 1,000 kilometers from that one. There was one, if you could look at it as kind of almost the center of it all, but not where the all points is, the all gates, because that's a different place. That's where it has most of the gates, or it has gates to every single realm. But there's this other sub-realm, and you're not quite sure what it was, but it was kind of shining out. You could feel a pull towards it for that half second, and then you're back in the realm of death. And you're not quite sure, but you do feel empowered by this, and it unlocks ideas in your mind about how to better manifest your magic, and just gives you access to more abilities as well, which we'll be exploring in the game as well. And so before you have much time to contemplate this, once again the necromancer is looking at the alpha sphere, and it swirls, and he can see this imagery that start to coalesce into one, and he's just drawn into it. He just can't look away. He's just, Kengax is just like, oh, this is, it's like beautiful and enthralling at the same time. And as he looks into it, it coalesces into these savage lands. You can see huge plains with huge monsters roaming it, and bestial looking forest. Everything looks spiky, and like even the very plants will eat you. And he's like, I feel like I should know what this is, but I don't know if
it's not to go to.
It's not something that he's ever been to. He doesn't recognize the location. And as he peers into it, he feels that he's getting drawn closer and closer to it. And once again, all the other wizards start to call out because the sphere once again enlarges around the 4 wizards that are still there, and then collapses. And as it does that, you feel yourself once again yanked.
There's only 3.
There's only going to be 3.
Alright.
Because there is the 4th. The Shadow Mage is still there, which his name is?
Zar.
Yeah. And as it yanks you through the cosmos, and you can feel yourself, it's a split-second journey once again through the ether to get there. But as you do it, and your souls are yanked through it along with the souls of your warband, you notice the Shadow Mage's soul looks different than it did before.
It's always been shifty.
It has always been shifty, but you would notice that in the past couple times, this kind of dawned on you now that you've noticed this before, but it never really mattered to you, that when the Light Mage, his brother, whose name is Durlag, when they were being transported, their souls would swirl around each other, orbiting each other, light and shadow, which, you always thought was a play on the realms and the fact that they're brothers. But now that there was no light for the shadow one to swirl around, you notice that he's just kind of moving erratically, and all of a sudden just disperses. And when you reappear,
I loved him.
Oh no, not what's his face?
Not Zar.
Not Zar. And when you recoalesce in your new location, you look around and he's gone, and you have no idea why. All that's left where he would have been is a wisp of smoke, and it just dissipates in the moment that you land, and you have no idea where he's gone off to. And so there's only 3 wizards now.
We'll look for him, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. You've got your Realm of Life. You got your Life Mage.
Yeslik's still here.
Yeslik. You've got your
Azir.
You have your Celestial Mage.
Yep.
What was his name? Eldoth. And Kengax, the Necromancer, the almighty Necromancer, who just won't die no matter what happens.
Lord of Liches.
Lord of Liches, that's right. And along with them, you've got your Sequitors, who just got yanked along, and they're looking around totally confused, because this has never happened to them before. And then the Free Guild mercenaries as well. Or not, actually, they're not even mercenaries. They were working for the one city.
They're mercenaries, they're Flame Fist.
No, it's the different guys. The Flame Fists are dead.
Oh, they're all died?
Yeah, these are the ones from from Shaiish.
Oh, that's right.
That were fighting alongside the Celestial Mage. They're his warband. They got yanked along, and they're looking around in confusion. But you don't have much time to process your location. As you look around, all of a sudden, you feel this bestial urge just draw inside of you, and it just makes you kind of, not angry, but anxious. You're all of a sudden really hungry, and you just want to eat some meat. And you feel a little more aggressive, but not like angry aggressive like the Realm of Fire would.
Feel it.
But more just, yeah, right? You can probably imagine this, right?
Get hungry.
Yeah, right? And as you're thinking about this, you hear a huge roar.
Luca.
And you see there's a nearby woods. You're basically kind of in a plains bordering these huge savage-looking woods, and you can see the trees like as if something's coming through it. As you brace yourself and get into some sort of battle formation, a huge manticore just charges through, rears up on its back legs, and just roars a frustrated roar. And as it starts bounding towards you, all of a sudden you hear a voice behind it saying, what's the manticore's name?
Dar.
And the other guy's name? Hetfield. You hear another one going, Dar! Stop! They're not bad guys! Just stop going after them! And the manticore stops. It's like, "Arr, arr." And it has like this, you look at it and its face is a manticore, but it's almost like it's shifted between a manticore and a human, but it almost seems like an illusion of sorts, and you can't quite put your finger on it. But then this other wizard comes trudging over, like totally out of breath, and he looks over at you guys, and he's like, where is Sigmar's name that you all come from? Or no, actually he's a metal magic, so he would be like, where in Grungy? Who in Grungy are you guys? And of course you look over and you're confused by this manticore, and he goes on to explain that his buddy here, the manticore, is not actually a manticore. His name is Dar, and he's a beast mage, but he's currently stuck in his beast form because they were performing an experiment ever since the necroquake and all this extra magic is through the realm spheres, and they had this. They're buddies. They're not brothers, right?
No, these guys are not their cousins.
They're cousins, second cousins,
It's like,
twice removed.
yeah.
Yeah, they're cousins, and they had this idea. They're like, with all this new magic, they're kind of reckless. Let's just put it that way. It makes sense for the beast guy to be reckless, but the metal guy, he should be more like, a little more focused, but he's a little reckless too. They thought, what if we combined our magics? Like combine our magics into one, and they did that, and it kind of summoned what they now call the Metal Maw.
That sounds terrifying.
Yeah, and what it actually is you had Dar, the beast mage, was focusing.
Master of Beasts, really.
Master of Beasts, yes, because he's a beast himself. He was focusing on summoning Ravenex, gnashing jaws, and as he focused on that, then there was Hatfield, who was just like dancing around him like some sort of metal dance, like this. And as this is a metal dance.
This is actually what it is.
Yeah, and he's trying to pour his metal magics into it, seeing if he could combine some sort of power of the realm of metal, the realm of Shaman. And he was dancing Shaman as he did around, and he poured that in, and it worked, kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah, all of a sudden it manifested in these huge jaws, and as the jaws manifested, they transmuted right before them into pure metal. And then that metal like tarnished towards the back as it like heated up from the rage of the jaw being encased inside of this pure magic metal. And they're like, we did it! And it's like jar, jar, jar. And then it turns around, jar, jar, jar towards them. And and they're like, uh-oh. Now, thankfully, they had created some crystal wards in there, and they had kind of created this circle of protection. And so once they ran out of it, it wasn't able to quite get past them, so it's kind of stuck in this one location. But as they ran away, the beast mage Dar couldn't help, but his instincts turned him into a manticore again, because that's one of his abilities that he'd been practicing for a while. But unlike usually where he can control it, and right now he can't control it. He's not quite himself, and so they need your help.
We'll help them.
Yeah. And of course, you're like, sure, we'll definitely hunt one of these.
That's what we do.
Yeah. Now, there's not much promise of reward for like money-wise, but you kind of feel that this magic power, you're starting to feel more powerful as each of these endless spells that you absorb into the Alpha Sphere. It keeps granting you new powers, and so you're starting to forget about your mercenary ways, and you're starting to turn more towards the side of the arcane knowledge.
Yeah, I understand.
Yes, you're starting to feel it. You're like, yes, maybe if we capture that one, it's a double whammy. It's got beast magic and metal magic. Who knows what powers that'll grant us? And
Some metal magic.
yeah, and the Alpha Sphere seems to agree, as it whispers to the Necromancer to
it
do
talks.
so. It doesn't say words, but he keeps feeling emotions from it. Yeah, as if that's what its will is.
Okay, so if I read all the novels, will I know more about the Alpha Sphere?
No,
Okay.
no. Depends which novels you read.
Okay.
Not the Age of Sigmar ones. Be curious if anybody has theories of where I'm coming up with this.
Comment below, help me out, guys.
And so that is your mission. But unfortunately, as you head back to the area of protection that they had created, you can see these metal moths, and they're truly terrifying. Like, they're huge, and you can see this vortex going inside of them, just like the regular gnashing jaws would. But it's also like spewing metal all around it. Like, this molten metal is just everywhere it goes. It's like all this molten metal is just going around, and you're like, oh, that's gonna hurt. That is going to burn. That's not going to feel very good. And wherever it hits, sure enough, it just kind of burns it away. And as you approach, you see the forest on the other side start to move. And out of the forest comes a bunch of angry-looking trees. And there's a huge tree lord ancient, all surrounded by a bunch of dryads and other sylvaneth, and they look angry at you. And they bellow out, and the tree lord ancient identifies himself as Wild Root. And he tells you that you've desecrated his lands and that you will pay for it. But you can also see a sort of primal hunger in his eyes as he sees the metal maw, and he starts to channel his energies to try to capture it as well. So this is going to be a duel of wizards to see who can get the metal maw. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go to the battle report. This side, we have the surviving Sequitors and the Free Guild. What are they called again? Guard? Just the guard.
Free Guild Guard.
Yeah. As well as your new buddy, the Manticore, Dar. Dar the Manticore. As well as your Necromancer and our new Metal Mage, Hatfield. Hatfield. Right, of course. And then we've got our Life and Heaven's Mage on this side. And then we've got our Metal Maw in the middle, along with the crystals, which are his prison. Now, he'll still be allowed to roam around this board for free. It's basically this whole board is his prison. So we're not worried about that. And then we have our Sylvaneth, some of our Sylvaneth as well. Who knows how much more lie in the woods coming out. So we've got Wild Root and his branch witch. What's her name again?
Vineconia.
Vineconia. Some Kurnoth Hunters, some Revenants, and the Dryads as well. So the scenario is pretty simple. There's a couple of rules we're going to have to go over. For example, we have actually upgraded. I've changed the upgrade system a little bit, just because as we've been playing, we've basically been play testing this upgrade system. So I think I've improved it, and I've changed it so that every second level, so level 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, you learn a spell rather than having to roll for that. So I changed the upgrade table a little bit, and so they're all learning a spell. I also created epic spells, 2 epic spells per lore, that you can learn instead of the ones from the realm. And those will help us to have a little more functionality in them. And we'll go over what those are in a second. But more importantly, we got our Metal Maw. So this is a custom endless spell. It basically follows all the rules of Ravenik's Gnashing Jaws, except it has a casting value of 9 instead of 8. So it's much harder to cast. It still moves the same as the Gnashing Jaws, which is 12 inches in the Realm of Beasts, I believe. And it follows all the rules normally. And it's going to follow the rules for the endless spell, so whoever takes a second turn is one that gets to move it. Whoever it passes over takes D3 mortal wounds and -1 bravery as usual. But instead of whoever ends within an inch of taking D3 mortal wounds, after it moves, the controller can choose a unit within 6 inches, must choose a unit within 6 inches. And you roll 5 dice for that unit, 10 if there's at least 10 models. And for every roll that is equal to or greater than the save characteristic of that unit, it takes a mortal wound. So the better your save, the better it does. Kind of a hat tip to the old lore of metal from Warhammer Fantasy. And that's it. That's what it does. So it's going to be a dispel roll of 10 to dispel it, and it has 9 points. But to help dispel it, you can actually channel through the crystals as well. And the way that you do that is at the end of every battle round, any wizards who are within 3 inches, as long as they have more wizards than their opponent does, can do a free dispel. And it's the same rules. You got to roll 10 or higher. If there's more than one wizard, the one can help the other and give them a +1, and then he'll get a 1 experience for helping out if they are successful. And it does the same D3 damage. However, we're going to keep track of who does the damage, which side does the damage, because when it is dispelled, if it is dispelled, whoever has done the most damage is the one that currently owns it. In which case, you're going to have to kill their wizard. And so basically your objective is to capture the Metal Maw and destroy all enemy wizards. That is it.
Not wrong.
You're in the Realm of Beasts, though, so we have some extra things happening.
Maybe wrong.
We are playing at the Realm of Battle, the Realm of Beasts, the Realm of Grrr. We're going to use 2 of the realm features. One of them being the, what is it? I want to do. There's Primal Violence. That at the end of each combat phase, we roll a die on a 6+. We do another combat phase before the Battle Shock phase. The other one is Reckless Aggression, which is if at the beginning of the charge phase you're within 12 inches of an enemy, and at the end of the charge phase you are not within 3 inches of them, you take a mortal wound. So
get those mages far back.
Exactly, they're gonna get aggressive. They are going to get aggressive. And on top of that, if you charge, you get to reroll 1s to hit. Now our Manticore buddy, normally he'd have to cast his what's it called? His transformation spell.
Unstable transformation.
Unstable transformation is what we called it.
Oh yeah, true.
And it's at the beginning of each of his hero phases you have to cast it. But for the first 2 of his hero phases, he has no choice but to stay a Manticore. And your 3rd turn and onwards, you'll have to start rolling. So you don't. And while he's a Manticore, he's a Manticore. He has none of his normal mage abilities. That's important to say. And whenever he transmutes back and forth, he takes the wounds with him, but he doubles the wounds when he gets bigger, and halves the wounds when he gets smaller. And he has a chance to turn into a Gryph-hound. Yeah. If he fails to spell, if he rolls 4 or less when he tries to cast the turn into a Manticore, he turns into a Gryph-hound instead. Which, it's kind of hilarious.
Could be good.
It could be good. He just mumbled the name that he was supposed to do, and they thought it was supposed to be a Gryph-hound. Other than that, everybody has access to Wild Form from the Realm of Beasts, which casting value 5. Pick a friendly unit, they get +2 to run and charge. I don't think there's much else. There's other upgrades, like he's been upgraded. The Celestial Mage has Ride the Storms, which is a spell that lets him teleport with a unit. And so we'll go through those as we get to them, because everybody basically got a free upgrade in essence, except for your Realm of Metal guy, because he's a level 1 guy. He doesn't have anything yet, but soon enough. So you're going to see them a little more powerful, like your Necromancer has a summon spell, which lets them summon skeletons or the zombie dragon.
Yeah.
But you got to declare beforehand what you're trying to summon, and there's a different difficulty for each of them. Let's see how desperate you get.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting. So here we go. We're going to roll off for the first battle round, just like any other turn. And we're not going to have just 5 battle rounds. It's going to go until all the wizards on one side are dead. Basically until all the wizards on one side are dead. But even, unless it's just my side that dies, in which case we have to keep going because we have to see if you capture it. And before all your wizards die too. Let's roll off for the first turn. You're on the right. 3. Nobody wins ties at first.
I went first last turn.
You went first last game? 3. You get to choose.
I'll take it.
Now remember, whoever goes second gets to move the endless spell.
Yeah.
You're going first?
I'm going to go first.
Okay. Let's back it up for a second. I said it wrong. He normally moves 12 inches, but in the Realm of Beasts, he moves D6 plus 12 inches.
Yes.
So you still want first turn?
I do.
Okay. And I'm going to move it an additional 6 inches. So it's going to move 18 inches. So Steve was like, wait a second, you get to move the endless spell? And I'm like, I said that twice, Steve.
No, but I wasn't actually paying attention because I was actually thinking, I always think it's the end of the battle round they move.
No, it's the beginning of the battle round. Just normally there's no endless spells at the first turn.
Yeah. You go first.
Okay, so you move the Metal Maw then.
Let me reroll.
So how far does it move? 12 plus 5, so 17 inches.
We're going to do whoop.
So you're going to pass over those 2. You can do both, easy.
Yeah.
So D3 mortal wounds to my Wild Root. So 2, so he's down to 10 wounds. And D3 mortal wounds to the Kurnoth Hunters. So 3, so the one in the back will be down to 2 wounds. Then you get to pick any unit within 6 inches and roll 5 dice, unless there's 10 models or more, in which case you'll roll 10 dice.
I think I'm going to go for the Hunters.
The Hunters again?
Yeah.
Now their save is 4+, so every 4+ will be a mortal wound. Oh!
Whoa.
Oh! 4 mortal wounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yikes. I'm going to use my 1 command point to use his command ability, Heed the Song. Heed the Spirit Song, which gives all friendly units within 10 inches rerolling 1s for their saves. And these guys act as conduits to that, so it's also whoever's within 10 inches of them at all times. Ooh, so basically my whole army is rerolling 1s to save. We're going to have my Dryads, they're going to run. So 1 inch. But actually, before we do that, let's go back to my hero phase, which I forgot to cast spells. Spells are a thing. Spells, yeah. Wild Root's going to try to dispel. I need 10 or more. And he fails. I'm going to do Regrowth, which I failed, I think. Pretty sure I needed a 6. Actually, it's 5. I just looked it up, not a 6. So you don't have anybody within 30 inches to try to unbind it, so I'm going to put it on my Tree Lord Ancient. And it's D6 wounds because he's a Sylvaneth, and I get all my wounds back. Now that was all my hero phase stuff. So I already rolled the 1 for these guys to run, so I'm not going to re-roll that because, now it's the movement phase. Kurnoth Hunters will run 5, moving 10 inches in total. We'll run, 6. So she's going to come over to this aura of power. Tree Remnants will run, not just 2. So just moving up to here. And lastly, Wild Root will run 5. I'm just going to bring them to here. Your hero phase.
First thing we're going to do is we're going to give a Wild Form to the Sequitors.
Which gives them +2 run and charge.
Yes.
Actually, you have it right there. Check it. Wild Form, is it 5? Nope, next page over.
It is a 5.
Okay, well, I will still try to unbind it. Needs a 6. And she gets a 7. So no Wild Form for you, buddy.
I didn't even really want it. We're going to put a Mystic Shield from Yeslik onto them. He has an extra spell.
So you can cast 2 spells.
We got her.
I'm not going to try to unbind. I don't know if I'm in range anyways. You just realized that you forgot to actually try to dispel.
Kangax always dispels.
And you're within 30 inches.
Oh, yeah.
So you need a 10, but he gets a +2.
He gets +2, that's right.
Oh, he rolls a 10!
I'll take it.
D3. 3. All right, let's have to keep track of how much you did. Yeah. So it's down to 6, and you've got 3 of the 9 available points.
Eldoth is going to cast his new epic spell, Ride the Storm, and he's going to boost it.
So normally it's 6-inch range, but he has the upgrade that he has +6 to all his spells.
Yes.
So it's actually 12-inch range. And the way this works, all the epic spells have a casting value normally, and they have a boosted casting value. So Steve always has to declare beforehand if he's going to do the regular or the boosted. So it's kind of like the old Warhammer Fantasy Magics where you could choose beforehand if you wanted to do a better version, but it's harder to cast. But it usually has a better range or more damage or just a better effect of whatever it does. So normally he has to choose a unit within 12 inches, and him and the unit are removed, and they are moved 18 inches from where the caster started and more than 9 inches from enemies. But if you boost it, it becomes 36-inch. That's how far you can move, and 6 inches from enemies. But the boosted is 9 instead of 7. That was 8 instead of 6?
It's 8 instead of 6.
Okay, so you need an 8 or higher to do the boosted version. And you don't have any bonuses to casting.
No.
So just 8 or higher.
It's a hard 8.
That's a 9. So you remove... So basically what you probably want to do is leave him on the table first. And wherever you place the 2 units, they have to be within 6 inches of each other. So they have to kind of go together. So you can move the Sequitors first.
I just want
wholly within 36 inches of where he started.
A nice spot for him.
And more than 6 inches away from the enemies.
So I gotta make sure. Okay, so we're gonna do
wholly within. Sorry,
wholly within 6?
No, only within 6 inches of him. It does say within, not wholly within, right? I was pretty careful to choose that wording. Yeah, it's just within 6 inches of each other, so you're allowed to keep them that far away, and you're purposely keeping them more than 12 inches from the enemy.
Within 12 inches of him?
No, because the range of a spell. It's only the range of the spell.
You're right,
the range is 6 inches. All the effects stay the same.
I think we gotta summon some skeletons. Actually, no. We're gonna put. Before we do that, he's going to cast his Unnatural Darkness onto the Manticore.
Which does what?
-1 to hit him.
Everybody else gets -1 to hit him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely got it off.
Actually, let me double check something. I can't... That might be target one of your units, and they're -1 to hit.
So that is correct. So you have the... He's now veiled in shadows, so I'll be -1 to hit him. And then you want to try to summon?
Let's bring on some skeletons.
So just regular skeletons?
Yeah.
Now, if he... Basically, the rule for this is there's 2 casting values again. Regular skeletons, I think, is just 5. Boosted is 7. All the boosted does is allow him to place them closer to the enemy. He has to place them wholly within 12 inches and more than 9 inches from the enemy. Unless he boosts it, then it becomes 6 inches of the enemy instead.
You know, but for 7 it's Graveguard. Is it worth the 2? We're just getting
Graveguard are way better than Skeleton Warriors.
I know, but if I roll a 5 or 6...
But the sooner you get stuff on, the sooner you can heal them when they die because you're a necromancer, right? Graveguard, so you need a 7.
Not boosted.
Oh, you got a 9. I will try to stop it. So I need a 10 or higher. And that is not. So wholly within 12 of your necromancer and more than 9 inches from enemies. And there they are.
That's my hero phase.
Metal Mage doesn't have any spells he can cast in range.
Nothing in range.
Movement phase.
We're gonna run. We'll run the free healed card here.
6 inches. Just gonna try to keep up as those guys literally. You know, they felt very comfortable doing that. By the way, riding the storm, it felt natural to them. Want to stay more than 12 inches away?
Yeah.
They're feeling aggressive, so you're just like, whoa, 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 whoa. It's okay. Whoa.
Keep on running.
Yes, lick. Unfortunately, these guys cannot move because that was part of the spell. So your Manticore are going to get a little Rari. That makes sense for him. He's super aggressive right now. I want to get within 3 inches of it in order for them to be able to do it.
Oh, 3. Well, they're already running.
So there you go. Just move them up because a run will get them easily there. Even with a 1-inch run, you get there. No shooting, so we have the charge phase. Now we have 2 units that have started within 12, so they can charge. And if they fail to get within 3 inches of an enemy, they take a mortal wound.
So they're going to charge first?
How far? Oh no! They failed it! Do you have a hero? You have a hero within 6 inches. So 1 command point is used, and they then roll an 8-inch.
I'm going to trap Twiggerfur.
Get her within 3 inches?
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't trap her, it just means that...
Actually...
Sorry, not Twiggerfur. Vineconia.
Vineconia.
Oh.
I'm going to go like that.
Watch your coherency, man. Unless you want your guys just to die at the end of this. Actually, they're not allowed to get it. They're not allowed to willfully get a coherency.
All right, let's...
And Dar, the Manticore. Mantidar. Uh-oh.
That's a fail.
That's a fail. So we'll just give him his mortal wound right now. Why not? He starts with 12. I'm allergic inside of him. When he can't get there, it hurts. It hurts. His heart. And then the combat phase. Right, you've just got your Sequitors.
Very simple. I want to put the 2 big hammers on the hunters and little hammers on them. I think I'm gonna charge. I'm gonna charge my weapons.
Yeah, because you can choose either to reroll failed hits or reroll failed saves.
Yeah.
But since you have shields,
What's
you're
the rend on the sides?
minus.
You know what? It doesn't matter. If they're dead,
I'm
it
pretty
won't
sure it's
matter.
minus 2 d3 damage.
It won't matter if they're dead.
Yeah.
We'll go with the hits.
Okay. 5 attacks between the 2 of them, hitting on 3s, re-rolling. Oh, just 4. 3s to wound. Oh, okay. Minus 1 rend, 2 damage apiece. Their save is a 4 up re-rolling 1, so it's 5 up re-rolling 1s, thanks to your rend. Ooh. Oh, there.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 wounds. Kills the closest one, because he was the one that's already wounded, and puts a wound on the next. And then the other 3 into the Dryads. You got 6 attacks, hitting on 3s, re-rolling.
Well, that didn't help.
I know, your rerolls are awesome, man. 3s to wound. No rend, 5 up save. So reroll ones. So 1 of them dies. So I get to fight back. I'm still within 3 inches, so the Kurnoth Hunter will come in and swing bada. You forgot to use his ability to let him reroll all failed saves, but then he can only pile in 1 inch. But he still has a 2-inch reach, so he would have been able to make that. But I forgot to, so it is what it is. He's got 3 attacks. He is the Hunt Master. Oh, we forgot rerolling 1s for your... You really didn't need to reroll hits, because you get to reroll 1s for your hit rolls because you charged.
Yeah, but it would have been rerolls 1s and 2s and 3s if I ensorcelled them or whatever.
But you're hitting on 3s.
Wait, are reroll 1s for charge?
You reroll 1s when you charge.
Oh, I missed that.
Not for the charge roll, but for your hits after you charge.
Oh, because we're on beast.
Yeah.
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 Well,
Oh, well.
1 to 2s as well.
So my Kurnoth Hunter's got 3 attacks. He's a Hunt Master, so he hits on 2s. And wounds on 3s. Ooh, only 1. It's minus 2 rend, so 6 up save, rerolling 1s. And it does D3 damage. You got 2 wounds each. He kills 1. Just like that. So
I think I'm going to have to kill the 1 trap and twig.
yeah, because if you go on this side, you're choosing one of your better weapons. You go in the middle, that's a problem too. And I still have my Dryads too, so we're still going to be doing some damage here. Dryads.
You got 2-inch reach.
Yep, I know. Just want to wrap in there, keep you from going any further.
Yep.
Just hitting on 4s and 4s. Oh, that was a solid hit.
That's pretty good.
4s to wound. That was definitely above average. We got 6 wounds. Your 4 up saves, rerolling 1s. Uh-oh, 3 damage. Yeah, next time just
I took 2
reroll saves. Yeah, he took 2.5 died. Battle Shock, Bravery 6 in the Dryad, so if I roll a 6, one will run. Oh, look at that.
Aww.
So
We'll do one first.
yeah, the Kurnoth Hunters, normally Bravery 7, but they got passed over by the Metal Moss. That gives him -1 Bravery. So Bravery 6, if I roll a 6, he runs. No.
Ah!
Then we have your Sequitors, who are Bravery 7, but they did lose 2 guys. So you're fine. End of the battle round now. We can attempt to dispel again if you're within 3 inches of the crystal. So you want to start here?
Yeah, sure.
So who wants to do it and who wants to assist?
You know what? I think Eldoth wants to do it, and Yesik will assist.
So it'll be a 9 or more then that you need. Nope.
Kennyak's going to do it.
Definitely. Because he gets +2 to dispel. So he needs... Oh, he fails too. He needed a 7.
9.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Because you need a 10 or higher.
right.
And you get +2/+1. So he fails.
Ooh.
Vineconia fails. And Wild Root also fails. Okay, it's sticking around a little longer. As you're fighting, you hear an unnatural roar coming from the woods.
Luca.
It's Luca. He's hungry. He wants some chicken wings. We're gonna roll off.
Wait. Why are we rolling off right now?
You won.
Okay.
You get to pick one of the 4 woods. Pick one of the 4 woods there, Steve.
That one.
That one, okay.
Right by Iron Root. That one.
This one over here?
Yeah.
Out of this lair comes a hungry basilisk. Okay. So we're using the Realm of Beast rules for these beasts. So the beginning of each battle round is the beginning. Actually, you got the book right there. Read the rules for them. It's the beginning of each battle round or each player turn.
Oh, okay.
Because whoever is closest to it is the enemy. So in the Realm of Beast, basically, this monster at the beginning of each battle round will choose its prey. The prey is the closest enemy. So in this case, it'll be the Sylvaneth, which means it is now part of your army.
Nice.
And at the beginning of every subsequent battle round, we recheck to see who it's closest to. And whoever it's closest to, basilisks are pretty scary. They got a lot of mortal wound capabilities. Their attacks at this scale are scary. In a larger 2,000 point game, you wouldn't be as worried about them, but at this scale, they are scary. Yes. Now we roll off to see who goes first. I went first last time, so I win ties. I rolled a 6.
That was my die.
No, it wasn't.
That's the mountain.
Well, that is the mountain.
I'm the mountain.
But I rolled the mountain.
Dang.
So I will choose. I don't know. I don't want you to control that end of the spell.
I know.
But the basilisk is right there. So if you go first, you're going to be like, chomp. There you go.
I don't think it's a good call. Actually.
This is hard.
Actually, yeah.
I actually am
I
totally.
think I'm okay with either one.
Yeah, because you're like, well, if you go first, then I get to move the end of the spell and just tear through your ranks. Because right now I can move this end of the spell right to here. And they're 4+ saves, so 4+ mortal wounds, rolling 5 dice, right? I could kill another 1, maybe 2 of them.
True.
And then I can get away from the basilisk. No, that's if I go first, I can get away from the basilisk.
Second. It means I go first if you do that. I don't think you're in a good spot.
I have no idea what to choose.
Actually, you roll off because there's no wrong answer, because there's no right answer.
Yeah, this is bad for me. I'm in bad situation. So 4+, I will go first. I will go second.
So that means you move the maw.
Yeah. I don't feel good about either situation, Steve. The maw's going to move 14 inches. Nom, nom, nom. He flies over the Kurnoth Hunter, over the Sequitors, over the Manticore, and then backs up a bit and lands right there. Kurnoth Hunter? Oh, yeah.
All right.
All right. He's dead anyways. Your Sequitors. Booyah! Kills 2 of them, so obviously keep your prime alive.
Yeah.
And Dar, the Mantidar, takes 1 mortal wound, and then I get to choose a unit within 6 inches. And he's only got a 5-up save, so
I think the hunter.
the hunter.
He's in your
The
right.
hunter. Yeah,
He's
right.
in your right, really.
Yeah. No, not choosing the hunter, Steve. So it's between trying to kill the prime or killing your Mantidar. You know, I'm gonna just roll it because the prime's not a big deal because I'm probably gonna kill him anyways. And the Mantidar is harder to hurt, so 4+ the Mantidar. Okay, the prime. No, I changed my mind. Manticore. 5+ mortal wounds. Oh no! 5 mortal wounds! Yikes!
I think it's still better for me.
Because you have control of the basilisk now? And it's also your
No,
turn.
because they can try to bring back the Sequitors.
Yeah. Now we enter your turn. Hero phase.
Well, we had to spell first.
You're going to use
Kengax.
King the Axe. He gets +2, so you need an 8 or higher. Oh!
This time.
It fails. This thing is just going to eat ya.
We're going to Arcane Bolt the Hunter.
Okay. Boring. You got it.
Okay.
I'm not even going to try to stop that.
Okay.
There's 1 mortal wound. Boom.
We're going to try Chain Lightning now.
What does he need to cast?
6.
Well, 3 is definitely a fail.
Definitely a 3. He's going to cast a Regrowth.
Next, it's
Or Life Surge. Life Surge.
Life Surge. Oh, you're not going to go for the mass regrowth?
Maybe.
Oh, he can do 2.
Yeah.
I see. So Resurge first. It's a 10. I'm going to try to stop that one with my Vinconia. Needs an 11 or higher. Unless, did you get a plus? Does he get +1? Oh, barely did not make it. So D3 wounds are restored. So 2 back up to 7. And he now ignores wounds on a 6+.
Boosted Regrowth. Or
Mass regrowth.
Mass regrowth.
So mass regrowth is one of the new epic spells. Normally has a 6-inch range. All friendlies within 6 inches heal D3 wounds, or if they have no wounds allocated to them, they can return models equal to D3 wounds or less. And you can't just half return a model; it has to be full. But if you boost it, it becomes 18 inches D6 wounds. But the boosted is what?
8.
8 instead of 6. Oh, you got it!
I needed it so bad.
And I don't have anybody in range to stop it. So 18 inches goes onto them. And goes on to him. So D6, want to start with him?
Sure.
So D6 wounds, so 3, he's back to 10. And you get D6 worth of models back.
6!
3, so you bring 1 Sequitur back. And he gets back up, his wounds re-knitting themselves, and he feels a surge of life. And he also feels this bestial hunger. He's torn between realms.
We're going to do, once again, on him, you know what? I think they might need it.
So you get the reroll 1s to hit?
No. -1 hit them.
-1 to hit.
Darkness.
And
enough.
that's enough. I will try to stop it with Wild Root. And he does, so that is unbound.
Okay. And let's summon some Graveguard.
On a 7? No. No Graveguard. Movement phase.
Yeah.
Roar. Oh, not Vinconia.
Graveguard.
4-inch march.
They're so slow.
They're made of
Maybe I
bones, man.
should've-
They don't even have muscles. What do you expect? You think if you didn't have any muscles, you could move quickly?
I don't, and I do.
Changing your mind? Where are you going, man?
There'd be basilisks, possibly.
There might be more
I'm
basilisks.
actually nervous now.
There might be more basilisks.
So I want to get him into combat, but
What are you going back there for?
I think he's gonna go.
He
I
smells
smell something.
He smells something back
I'm
there.
gonna go fight him. So let's just go 3 and 3 and just make a wall.
That's what they're there for. They're your protectors. This thing has some acid spittle.
Yes.
Which who'd you like to spit at?
Well,
I've got lookout sir on her right now, so
Yeah.
-1 to hit.
I want to shoot at him.
Kurnoth Hunter.
Is he? I don't know what he has to die.
So they're looking at 5 to hit. Nope, that did nothing. Charging.
Basilisk time.
Yeah, Basilisk is charging. 10 inches. Where does he want to go?
A half an inch away from Viconia.
Just like that?
Kind of like.
Well, you
like,
position him.
like this
Trying to make sure that I'm the closest at all times.
at all times.
Just realized now we forgot last turn to see if we got a double combat phase, so we got to make sure we remember all these little extra
true.
things. Combat phase.
They're gonna fight first, and this guy's touching him, so we're just gonna pile this way. Oh wait, like that.
Oh.
Just keep your dryads. You know, not getting too far away from Basilisk.
Right. And so attacking the dryads and attacking the hunter then?
All into the hunter.
Okay, so you would stay within an inch of the hunter. So we got 2 wounds left, man.
He can kill me by himself.
So
oh,
you're-
we're doing the white armor.
You're rerolling saves.
Yeah.
That's smart. So you're looking at 3s to hit,
There's no shield in there.
3s to wound, -1 Ren, so I get a...
Oh wait, can you do a reroll save?
Oh yes, that's right. This time I'll remember to do that.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I'm rerolling all failed saves. So 5 up, rerolling 1, 2s, and 3s. That didn't matter. I rolled 1s, which I already get to reroll. Oh! Oh, he's alive!
So scary.
He's alive! Vineconia will go next, and is terrified. So she'll just stay there, terrified. Start with her scythe, 2 attacks, 4s to hit, 3s to wound. Oh, that's nothing. And then her other attack, it hits and wounds. -1 Ren, but only 1 damage. So you fail to save it, takes a wound. Forgot one of his abilities at the start of the combat phase on a 2+. You roll for each unit within 3, which is only her. On a 2+, it takes a mortal wound, so she takes a mortal wound. So the Basilisk is down to 9, and she's down to 4. Basilisk is next.
Yep. Let's do the.
Has 1 venomous bite, hitting on a 3, wounding on a 3. Nope. And then he's got 6 clutching claw attacks, hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1s, remember, because he charged.
We're in the beast realm.
And 4s to wound. Ooh, that's 3 -1 rend, 1 damage attacks. So she now has a 6-up save, re-rolling 1s. So she takes 3 wounds. Well, it didn't kill her. Now we'll do the Kurnoth Hunter into your Sequitors. 2s to hit, 3s to wound. Oh, 2 of them get through. These are -2.
6 up.
So 6 up, re-rolling everything except 4s and 5s because they're technically good. That's a 4. No, it's 2d3 damage. 2d3.
Double ones. They're dead.
4. That kills them both. Goodbye, Sequitors. Head to the combat phase. Roll a die. On a 6+, we do another combat phase. Oh, thank heavens. Thank heavens. All that would have done is a dead Vineconia. My hero phase, we're gonna try to dispel first from Wild Root.
Oh yeah.
Nope. And then Vineconia is gonna try to regrowth herself. She fails. Needed a 5. Oh boy, she's in trouble. Again, reroll 1s for their saves. It's pretty solid. Moving phase. We're retreating and running. She's just gonna come over here. I know that makes her closer to you, but that's better than the Basilisk. And these Dryads are just gonna move and surround it. As much as the player inside of me wants to go for you, the role player inside of me is like, that's not what they would do. The Kurnoth Hunter, on the other hand, is under no such obligations. Tree Revenants here will move up. They're 5. Wild Root is mad. He's coming up too. He's going to shoot his Verdant Blessing at the Graveguard. 2s to hit, 3s to wound. It's a -1, so they are 6-up save. And it does d6 damage. Oh!
That is painful.
That only killed 1! That would have killed d6 of them.
Make this charge slightly harder.
Charging the Dryads. 3 inches. There. That's all they needed. We're good. Good thing I moved them up close. Tree Revenants will charge. Yeah. I am 6 3/4 away, and I've already used my command point, so there's not even a decision to make here. Still going to try to charge with him, though. They're going to take a mortal wound, and one dies. Let's not go to coherency. You die. And he's going to charge 7? No, he needed at least an 8. So he's taking a mortal wound as well for not getting close enough to the enemy. Down to 11. Ouch. Start of the combat phase. On a 2+, you do a mortal wound to them. Oh, okay. I forgot one charge. The Kurnoth Hunter. Oh, I think he may have made it. We're definitely in. An enraged Kurnoth Hunter is the last thing you want in your ranks. So, yeah, combat phase. We'll have him go first, because the Basilisk is going to just do what a Basilisk does. 3 attacks hitting on 2s. Oh. No, I charged. Reroll 1s. There we go. 3s to wound. Oh, I just got 2 of them. They're -2, so no saves. D3 damage apiece. That kills 5 of your guardsmen.
These two, and this.
Ow! He just went. It just chopped half of them in half. What are you choosing? Wait, why aren't you choosing the Basilisk, man?
The Basilisk has to die by the end of the game, and I'm probably not going to be able to do it.
But you got all sorts of awesome spells. Just summon a skeletal army. So the 5 of them then surround the hunter. 6 attacks total.
4s.
Oh, yeah. 1 hit.
4s. It's your pick.
Yeah. Definitely going to enrapture him, so I get +1 to hit. So I'm 3s and 4s now. So now I'm hitting on 3s instead of 4s. Rerolling 1s because I charged.
Ooh, yeah.
You want me to do damage? I will do damage. 4s to wound. Oh, that was very good. You got a 5-up save on that poor Basilisk. He's only got 9 wounds left. And you do. Oh, you rolled really well. He takes 3. Yeah, you pick my pet Basilisk. Down to 6. And then he'll attack, obviously, for you. So you've taken damage now, so your Venomous Bite's Rend isn't as good. Hits on a 3, wounds on a 3. So it's only Rend -1, which means I could actually save that on a 6+. Oh, look at that. It made a difference. And then the 6 attacks from the Clutching Claws hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s. So 2 wounds, -1 Rend as well. So 6-up saves, lose 2 of them. You 2. Roll a 6+ for us, Steve, and we'll do another combat phase. I'm sure you'd love that with him right there.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Battle Shock. Now they are Bravery 5. You have no command points, and they lost 5 guys, so they're losing D6 more. Oh, they all run away! The Kurnoth Hunter's right there.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You better hope that you go next. Dryads are Bravery 6. Right? They didn't know. I didn't run over them with the Nasheen, with the Metal Maw. Yeah. And they lost 2 guys. So a 5 or a 6, I'll lose more. Nope. Okay. We're good. We're good. Oh, Steve.
Yeah.
Beginning of the 3rd battle round.
Something gonna show up over here. Did I spell something? Oh, dispel.
Yeah, oh yeah, we got to dispel at the end of the battle round. So you want to start there?
Yeah, start there.
Who's going to do it?
Yeah, looking for a 7.
So you're looking for a 7 because you're at +2 plus help. There's a 7. So D3. Oh, you know what? At least you're efficient when you do it. You could finish them off right here.
Well, now I don't keep track, so now I can't lose.
You can't lose who has it. You could still lose all your wizards.
True.
Which one of these guys are going to do it?
Eldoth.
Okay, you didn't make it anyways. Yeah. You needed a 9. I get to try right here. You know what? I'm not going to try though because I can feel the power slipping away from me. And I can see that you've sucked up more of the power, so I'm gonna let it rampage through your lines a little longer. Beginning of the 3rd battle round, you hear rustling over here, you hear growling, and you start to feel a little bit of fear as you turn around and look, and a little bunny rabbit comes out.
Oh!
It's got really big teeth though.
Wait a minute. Is it that bunny rabbit?
I don't know which bunny rabbit you're talking about. It's just some random savage looking bunny rabbit. Every animal in the realm of beasts looks savage.
That game? Oh, you weren't there. We're playing a game recently, board game, and the most powerful monster is a tiny bunny.
That's Monty Python.
No, it's not Monty Python. Oh, don't
it is. It is Monty Python. That's where it originated from.
Is that what it originated? Okay, that makes sense then.
Behold the monster! What? Is he behind the rabbit? He is the rabbit! I soiled my undergarments for this. Charge!
It's gonna be a while.
Get the holy hand grenade of Antioch.
It's lunch!
Steve, I win ties. You made me go first so that you could move the end of the spell.
Just go?
Oh no!
Yeah, you just went. You
Yeah.
moved the spell.
That's right.
You
So
chose to move.
You win. That's right. I chose that, didn't I?
It's so hard
So
to
you,
attack.
I know. You win ties.
Huzzah!
Oh!
Okay, whatever.
I don't know what the answer is. But that thing's right there, ready to go. I think I need to go second, because otherwise you're gonna kill my Kurnoth Hunter. But you're gonna kill him if you go first. I don't know, Steve. I don't know.
You roll off again because I don't care which one you do.
I know, right?
Yeah.
See, double turn mechanics, brilliant once you add some extra elements to it, right? Especially like a super powerful endless spell like that. It is scary. It's scary, Barry. You know what? I'm going first.
Okay.
I'm going first.
Okay.
I said it confidently, but I don't feel confident.
It's locked in.
It's locked in, yeah.
Here's my point.
Which is,
He's gonna fly over here, right about there.
so fly over her, so it kills her. D3 mortal wounds will kill her. And then you're gonna choose him.
Yeah.
It's a 4-up save. You get to roll 5 dice, roll 2 4-ups, and he's dead. You got 6 dice there. There you go. Ah!
Off my table!
All right, so it's the wrong choice. I get it. I get it. Wildroot is angry as Vinconia goes down. He bellows out. Are you even paying attention?
I'm trying to find another software what to do.
And he lets out a big bellow, and you can see this magical energy of anger form around him. Bestial anger. As he rolls the 8, you got to roll higher than 8. Otherwise, Ravenix's gnashing jaws are coming in.
All right, let's do the Hetfield.
Well, hold on. He gets +2 to dispelling. Oh no, it's dispelling, not unbinding.
Yeah.
Does anybody here get plus?
This counts on binding, right?
This
No,
can't-
nobody does. No bonus on binding.
No, you have no bonus on
No,
binding.
they all died.
So who's gonna try?
Hetfield.
Hetfield is the metal mage.
sure, metal.
He's a 9. Oh! You were gonna have gnashing jaws coming right at you. That would have been so beautiful.
He has some experience trying to stop them.
Yeah, that's right. He really understands them now. Well, we're coming for you this
Yeah,
time.
fight me, bro.
I'm gonna fight you.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm using my command ability to reroll 1s as well.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's coming up here. He's gonna channel his verdant anger into your skeletons. 2+. 3+. D6 dot. Oh, what do you get a save against that? Oh, you got a 6-up. That's right. You got a 6-up.
Oh, okay.
And one of them dies. Come on, guys.
This guy.
Charge the tree revenants. The tree revenants. They're gonna go and keep your manticore out, and leave just a little bit of space for him, who will charge. Yeah, we're good. Now you're in trouble. Big trouble.
No,
Big doo-doo now. He's a stomping. 4+ on the skeletons. Yep, 4+ on, who cares what these other ones, but the necromancer, no, and your metal mage, no. Well,
They have names and you will respect them. It's Kangax and Hetfield.
Hetfield and Kengax. Deuter and Deuter. But before that, at the beginning of the combat phase on a 2+, he does a mortal wound to them. From his horrible aura, he stinks. Turns into stone is really what's happening. He's angry at your wizards. He's got a 3-inch reach with his one weapon, so I'm gonna start there. I'm gonna get really angry. I'm gonna put 2 into one of them and 1 into the other, because then I could kill both of them.
Okay.
Or keep both of them alive. No, let's just put it all into one of them. I don't know which one though, honestly. So 4+, it'll be your new coming metal mage. Oh, sorry, metal
so
mage.
dead.
Sorry, metal mage. 3s to hit. 3s to wound. Okay, only 2 of them got through. It's -1.
I'm a mage.
So he's 6 up, so he's no save.
Roll less than 5 here.
So 2d6 damage.
Here we go. He's fine.
8.
No, he's dead.
Oh, blam!
What?
This rod the size of a tree just clobbers on top of him. Brrrring.
That might be a problem.
And then a massive impaling talon into the skeletons. 3s to hit, 2s to wound. It's -2, so it just kills 1 right out.
I don't know, man. You declared everything into the dead guy.
No, I didn't. I said I was doing the big thing.
I'll let this slide this one time.
In my head, I did it.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that rule.
GM's, whatever happens in his head is law.
I guess you got me.
It's your turn. Skeletons into the tree revenants.
Yeah.
You don't have to push the models.
I want to push it back a little bit.
Yeah, I understand. So with their regular weapons, they're hitting on 4s because they got stomped.
Those 3s. It's
Normally-
plus 2 wound.
Normally 3s, but they got stomped.
Oh, that's
So -1.
That's actually what you just
That
said.
is what I said. And then 4s to
4
wound,
wounds.
but 6s do 2 damage. What's the rend?
A -1.
-1. So my 5-up becomes a 6-up, so I'll do the 2 damage one first. Failed it. And failed one, so that's 3 damage. 1 wound apiece. So 1, 2, I guess the banner guy. And then the Tree Revenant will attack back. And he attacks back, hitting on 4s. He charged, we're rerolling 1s. Wounded on 3s. It's -1. 6 up.
So yeah, 6 up because there's no.
Yeah, because the shield only works if I don't have a rend. Then you've got to fight with the Basilisk.
I choose to pass.
You can't choose to pass, man.
I'm pretty sure I can. I'm like 90% sure I can.
Yeah, and I'm 99.100% sure you can't.
100.
Point
The
100.
fact that you can't do basic math means you're not sure. Are you 100% sure?
Actually, I am.
You really are?
You think you can pass?
Yeah.
Okay, let's look it up. When it is your turn, you must either pick an eligible unit to fight with or pass. Note that you cannot pass if there is an eligible unit from your army that can fight.
It's in a bracket. Everybody knows that means it's
It's just lore. It's just lore. It's just fluff. You must fight with the Basilisk team.
That's why I said 90%.
Venomous bite. 3s. Oh, stop it. Come on. Kill my Dryad so I can kill you.
I don't know why he's still.
4s. Come on. Okay, 2 wounds at least. I got a 6-up save because it's -1. And of course, one of them saves. Fine. The 4 of them attack back. So 8 attacks back. This is my turn right now, right? Yeah, so you're enraptured. So hitting on 3s. I did not charge. Wounding on 4s. Oh, I wounded you a lot. That poor Basilisk. 5-up save?
Yep.
Oh!
Take that, Basilisk.
He's down to 3. He's down to 3. He's hurt. You could have chosen your Necromancer, actually, now that we realize it. Well, who are you swinging at? You're not within range of anybody right now.
What's their bravery?
6?
We're going to go after.
Oh, look at you.
Huzzah.
Forced to hit because you were not stomped. No, there, 3s to wound. And the combat phase roll. Steve, 6+, we do that at combat phase. I want it to happen once.
I know.
Just because it's cool. But nope, Battle Shock. I lost 2 Dryads, one from the fight and one from his venomous thing. So on a 5+, I'll lose more. 6, so I lose 2 more. Haha, take that. I'm not going to kill the Basilisk. True Revenant over here is at -1 bravery and lost 3, so on a 3+, he will run. Nope, he's staying. Skeletons, the bravery 10,
yeah,
so losing 4 doesn't matter. Beginning of your hero phase, now we got to remember that we've been forgetting he's in your control.
Yeah.
In your hero phase, you can choose a unit within 12 inches and do some mortal wounds to them.
That'd be them.
So then to them, so on 2+, you'll do mortal wounds, on a 4+, you'll do D3 + 1, and you kill the rest of them.
I'm okay with that. We show the spell now.
So you got, what's his face?
Kengax.
Kengax gets a +2, so he needs 8. Well, at the end of the battle round, you'll have another chance. Well, not over there, though, because it's being contested.
We're going to bring back from graveyard.
So D3 of them come back. So 1. Well, you have as much success bringing them back as I have killing them.
That's true.
It's only fair.
Whoop.
Also, we are in turn 3,
Yes.
so he does not automatically stay back. Would you like to revert him, or do you want to try to keep him as a Manticore?
No, I'm going to have to... I'm going to try to keep him as a Manticore.
So 7 or higher, you got to cast that. 11. I'm not going to try to unbind that.
I'm going to cast my not boosted teleport spell.
Get away! Get away!
No.
I think 6 with
It's
an.
6.
I think the 6 is the unboosted version. You tell me. You tell me. You're nervous right now.
Actually, I'm-
You're like
It's 6!
Oh, you did it! Okay. Only 18 inches. Only 18 inches from where he started. So I'll keep a finger where he started. So wholly within 18 inches where he started, more than 9 inches away from enemies, within 6 inches of each other. You're good. Whew.
Okay.
No, you want to dispel?
Nah.
He's like right there. Maybe he'll dispel him at the end of the battle round. It just says he comes on. It comes at you. Rah rah.
We get another shot.
And what other spells would you like to cast?
Mass.
It doesn't work on undead. Doesn't work on.
That's right. I knew that.
It'll heal him, but it won't resummon unsummon or summonable
He's
units.
already good. Oh.
He's down 2 wounds.
We're gonna life surge him.
I'm not gonna try to stop that. So you get D3 wounds back, and he ignores wounds on a 6+, which never came up last game. He's back to full health.
We're gonna go Arcane Bolt, I think. Onto him.
Hey, Arcane Bolt. He's gonna try to stop it. Needs a 7 or higher. He stops it. And lastly, he got one more spell. Actually, you got 2 more spells.
No, he's done.
Oh, he only has 1?
We are gonna summon.
Oh.
We need a zombie dragon.
Zombie dragon? But you have to put it 9 inches away from enemies. Unless you boost it.
Right around here should be good enough to make that 9-inch charge rerollable.
How's it rerollable?
At command point.
Oh, keep him close 6 inches. So the zombie dragon is a casting value 10, 12 if you boost it, so that you can place it at 6 inches.
Nah.
So you're going for the 10?
Gotta go for the 10.
You got no pluses to casting or unbinding
You know
for him.
what? I wonder if, we'll be a little more conservative. We'll go down one and we're going to go to the Vargeist instead. It was only 8.
I think they're 8.
Yeah, it's an 8.
8 for 3 Vargeist.
Yeah, they can do the job.
Okay, 8. Oh, good thing. Good thing. All right, 3 Vargeist. So summon wholly within 12 inches of your necromancer and more than 9 inches away from enemies.
We're gonna have to. Ooh, I don't know if I can.
There should be able to. There should be a place. It just might not be the best charge.
Yeah, we're good. We're gonna try. We're gonna try.
You have control of the basilisk. Now he's hurt.
Actually.
He's taken what, 7 wounds? So he can move 7 inches. Plus a run if you really wanted him to.
Actually, you know what? He's not gonna. What's the range of his shooting?
10.
No, I'm not within 17.
No.
Let's run.
4 inches. So 11 inches. He's not feeling too good.
We're gonna back up a little bit. Oh, falling back.
Retreat.
Yeah, retreat.
So just moving, staying 3 inches within the crystal, but 3 inches away from Wild Root. Charging?
Oh, actually, they might still have a shoot.
You don't want to do it anyways because you don't want to kill the guy you're charging.
I need that 9.
You want to use your command point to reroll it?
Oh, you know what I could have did?
What could you have did?
I could have done. Did he cast a second spell?
He did
not.
He just
Mind
healed
if I
it.
cast one more spell?
So you want to wild form them? You want to throw life magic on some death guys? Sure, why not? I don't. You need to do 6 for wild form. I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
No. Wild form from the realm of battle. It's a 5. You got it. So they made their charge. That's a 9-inch charge, and he gets 2 more experience for that as well.
So we're just gonna be going. I guess.
And then a charge from your Mantadar.
Mantadar.
6 inches. He's in. Now the hard choice. Actually, I'll stomp first, so you can make some decisions. Stomping him on a 4+. Yes. Stomping the skeletons on a 4+. Yes. Are they within 3 inches?
Yeah.
Well,
They're going first.
they're going first.
Okay, so we're gonna go out around. I don't think I do better than 1 though.
No, the other 2 are going to have to attack the tree revenant.
Well, I wonder if
You got to stay as close, at least as close to you, so you can't leave the guy that you were just next to. Remember the tree revenant that you were next to? You can't go further away from him.
that is definitely.
So champion is the closest one, so he's got 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. Sorry, no, he was not stomped. 3s to hit, 3s to wound. -1.
Oh, wait a second. Wild form did.
No, it's just plus to the charges.
Run in charge, yeah.
Yeah, nothing to the wounds or anything. You get to reroll 1s to hit because you charged in the realm of beasts. Yeah. So it's -1, so I get a 4-up save. Otherwise, it does 2 damage apiece. 4-up rerolling 1s. So 2 damage.
Not bad.
Yeah, you could have done more, but doing anything is nice.
Yeah.
And then the other 2 should slaughter that tree revenant. 3s and 3s. I get a 6-up, otherwise he's dead. Nah, he's dead. Now, whenever they slay a model on a 6+, they get to attack again against the same unit, though. The big tree lord is going to pile in and put everything into the manticore. He loses an attack because he's taken 3 wounds for a sweeping blow. So 3s to hit, 3s to wound.
Big deal.
Oh, I'm not -1 to hit him. So 1 wound gets through. You fail your save, it does D6 damage. 2! Oh, you're so lucky. And you ignore wounds on a 6+.
That's something, yeah.
6+, you ignore wounds. Oh, you take 1!
What?
Ah! And the massive Appealing Talon, 3s to hit, 2s to wound. Oh, no wound there either. Jeez Louise, you withstood that with no problem. So he's going to attack back.
Might as well go right to him. Alright, with the claws and jaws, it's on 4s.
Reroll 1s, he charged. And also because he has the thing when he attacks monsters, he rerolls 1s.
Only in my territory, I think I'm outside of it.
No, territories reroll everything.
Oh.
And 2s. And minus.
Only 1.
So 4-up. So I take 1.
1 damage.
1 damage. So he's down to 8.
And the tail is D6 attacks.
Oh.
Sorry, 4s to hit.
It's -1 right now. We did forget that for the first one, so let's knock out those 4s. It's fine. It's only 1 got through, so it's fine. And what's the damage?
4s, no rend.
No rend, so 3-up. Oh!
Wow.
Oh, reroll 1s. Reroll 1s. Oh,
Wow.
okay. He's down to 6. It's all my guys, so you got your skeletons now. They can all pile in and attack. They're stomped right now, so 4s to hit. They didn't charge or anything. Forced a wound. So we got 4 wounds. Oh, that's double damage.
Yep.
And they're all -1?
Yep.
So 4 up, rerolling 1s. 4 up, rerolling 1s, so 2 damage. Man, Tree Lord Ancients are hard to kill, eh, Steve?
Terrible. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
I think you need one of those armors.
End of the battle round. You unfortunately can't try to dispel because it's contested with a wizard in each. And you ran away from this one.
I'm just going to roll 6.
You're just going to roll a 6?
And combat again.
So, beginning of this battle round.
Combat again!
Oh, right. Combat again on a 6+.
No.
No. Okay. So, beginning of this battle round, the Basilisk comes under my control.
Yep.
Because you are the closest. He's pretty injured, though, so maybe it's not a big deal. And we're going to roll to see who goes
win
first.
ties.
I win ties because I went first last time. And I think I want to go second. But at the same time, I want the Basilisk in the fight, too.
You probably need to pick. What do you want to do?
Why do I have to pick every time? I'm going to choose to go second. Okay?
Yeah, makes sense.
I'm going second, so he's going to move 15 inches. 15 is just enough to let him fly over the Manticore a bit and then come back. So D3 mortal wounds to your Manticore. So that's 1, which he ignores on a 6+ right now. Wow, this guy, he is taking a beating.
He is the new boss.
Yeah. And then I choose a unit within 6 inches and I roll 5 dice.
Oh,
He's got a 5 up save.
Garbage.
They're 5 up, 5 up. So it's basically, I'm going to do some mortal wounds. I don't know what. I got to choose your wizard. So 5s to do mortal wounds. Oh, he's been doing pretty well. It's 2 mortal wounds, which you ignore in 6s. Is on the Manticore. Oh, he takes 2 mortal wounds. So he's down to 8.
Not bad.
And he's technically at -1 bravery.
Let's just end it.
Your turn.
You ready?
So you got to do dispel first?
Yes.
So
Kangax.
Kenyax needs an 8.
A 7.
No. Why does he need an 8?
Cast?
No, it's a
He's
9.
9.
He's a 9 to cast.
He's 9 to cast, right.
Yeah, the regular one is 8. Either way, you rolled a 4 and he sucked.
Okay. Life Surge.
Stupid life surge. I'm going to try to stop it. Need a 9.
Can't hurt me.
Ha-ha!
Alright, fine, you can
Ha
hurt
ha ha! Ha ha! Maybe I'll kill one of your wizards. And then?
me. Lightning.
You mean chain lightning?
Chain lightning.
Just regular chain lightning?
Yep.
Nope. Nope, you
All right.
failed. And then? What else you got, buddy?
I think
Buddy?
we're going to do an Arcane Bolt.
He's got 4 wounds left.
Um,
You got endless spells too, don't forget.
I know, I'm trying to decide which one to... He's doing Quicksilver Sword.
Oh, we're getting another endless spell on the table. Scary.
7?
I think that casts. That casts it, so you place it wholly within something of you and you move it some range. But really you're just going after my Tree Lord Ancient.
But pretty much doing that, yeah.
So then you roll 12 dice. Every 6+ is a mortal wound.
Yes.
0 mortal wounds.
Rollable, because I'm bigger than you.
Yeah. And then the Necromancer can still cast
Yes.
2 more spells.
He's an Arcane Bolt.
Arcane Bolt. Oh, just the 1.
Oh, yeah.
So he's down to 3 wounds left. And then
I'll put Darkness onto, you know what? Onto,
Mantidar.
Dar. That's enough?
Yes, enough. So -1 to hit. Movement phase. You want to try to run these back to the crystal?
Actually, might as well. First one, and then second one.
Yep, they're not making it. Bring us to here, and then the next one will make it right to here. Straight to the combat phase. So I'm going to try stomping. Manticore? No. Vargeist? Yes. And skeletons? No. So just the Vargeist get the -1 to hit.
I usually go first then.
Manticore, wrap around.
Oh, right now 4.
Oh! Go reroll once. He's got the challenging thing. Not because he charged, because of his own rule.
Oh, right. No.
No, it didn't matter.
And 2s.
Rend?
-1.
4 up. Oh! 1 damage.
And his tail.
And I'm down to 2 wounds.
5 attacks. 4s and 4s.
Oh no! 4 wounds, no rend.
No rend.
So 3 up, rerolling 1s. Oh, you got him! Get off my table. My turn. Basilisk moves up and then charges. Actually, no, he's in range to do his gaze of awesomeness.
True.
5s to hit. I think it's only going to be a 5 to wound. Oh, okay. It did wound. It was actually a 5. Ah, you made
This guy's amazing.
your Manticore is indestructible. And then he charges 6 inches. Yeah, that's a fail. That's the end of that battle round. So now
dispel.
you can try to dispel. Oh, you got it. So D3. He's got
Okay.
3 left. Can you roll a triple? 2.
Okay.
He's down to 1. So you just have to dispel him one more time. No matter what happens, if you dispel it, you win. Although we have to still fight off the basilisk because he could come and eat you. So the basilisk is obviously on my side. We're going to roll off to see who goes first.
You once again win ties. You're going to have to make every decision.
I hate making decisions. Go ahead. 4. 4! I win ties! Ah! The basilisk.
There's no wrong answer because there's no right answer.
No, I'm going second for sure. Because then I get control of this. Yeah, let's see how far he moves. 4, so he goes move 16. So he's going to fly over your Necromancer and come back to here. He actually does not get your Manticore with the initial one. 3 mortal wounds. He's down to 2. Skeletons, 3 of them die. And your Vargeist, 2 wounds. So one of these is down to 2. You lost 3 skeletons. And he's down to 2. I am actually going to target the Necromancer.
6 of 6.
So I got to roll 2 6s to kill him. No 6s. Didn't matter.
What is the...
And then you get to move. Oh yeah, there's the Quicksilver Swords too. Yeah, moving it away.
No.
And your hero phase. You want to try to dispel it?
8.
6.
Okay. Right.
He's a hard one to dispel. You got to keep surviving then.
There's not a whole lot to do.
Except move and...
We're gonna chain lightning him.
What's the range of chain lightning?
24 for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right, because he gets +6. You got it. I have no way to stop it. You do 2 wounds. He's down to 1. An arcane bolt from the Necromancer.
Bolt.
And you got him. Basilisk dies. As he dies...
I should have dispelled that, but it's fine.
Well, you can only do 1. Oh no, you can do 1 dispel per.
It's fine, it's fine.
Basilisk dies. You can feel its soul energies get yanked into the Alpha Sphere.
What?
We'll talk more about that later. Hold on, you got more spells?
Do I need them?
Well, I guess you do. It can farm experience, but I guess it seems lame to do that, right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna run.
Fly. Actually, he has to see if he stays a Manticore.
Oh, that's right. I actually don't want to.
You don't want to, so just drop him down back to his original form,
Yeah.
which we get to see for the first time. So just make sure you place him somewhere where the base was. There he is, little Dar.
Little Dar.
Everybody else just doesn't care.
Well, we're gonna kind of like try to make it hard for you to land on him. Basically, I guess that's the best we can do. That's it.
And then it'll be my turn, which is over.
No, we're gonna end of the turn, right? So we got 3 attempts to put the...
No, end of the battle round, that's when that happens.
Did you go... You chose to go second?
I chose to go second, but there's nothing that happens on my turn, so it doesn't matter. I was trying to just point out that I don't do anything. Okay. So basically, we're just going to keep playing now until you dispel that and see how many more things it kills.
I see a single 8 right here.
So you have 3 chances right now at the end of the battle round. Who wants to try it first?
I'll try it right here.
So he needs an 8. He got it.
He's done.
And dispelled. So he gets D3 plus 1 experience for that because he's the one that finished it off. That's 4 experience for him. That is a major victory for the Spellbusters. How do you like your
mages?
You didn't. You got hit pretty hard right at the beginning. Your Sequitors went down.
We did. We lost Hetfield.
Oh right, we got to see what happened to him. We forgot about him. Yeah, you did lose 1 wizard. And a lot of your guys, like the Sequitors, went down really quickly at the beginning. You lost your Halberdier guys, your Free Guild guards.
You made that 607, was it?
Yeah, the Kurnoth. No, he made 3 5-ups.
Yeah.
They were rerollable, so that helped. But still, making those 3 kept him alive, and he just scythed through them. And then he scythed through all your Free Guild guard by himself. Kurnoth Hunters are scary. They are very scary. Tree Lord Ancient unfortunately kind of whiffed as he came in. Although he did pick off Hatfield.
Sure, it was like no.
He's like, nope, and just swatted him to the ground. So we'll see what actually happened to him right now. So let's do all of our upgrades. Let's calculate the rest of your experience first. First off, do a single D3 plus 1 roll. Everybody gets 2 experience. And then we roll individually for them, left to right. 1, 3, 3, 2, and 2. Next, we have to see if Hetfield dies. Which one is your 10s?
All right, first.
42?
That's fine.
Seriously injured.
Oh.
Permanent -1 wound. So he starts at 4 wounds every game now. So he's alive. That's kind of nice. Nobody died this game. So, which one's upgraded?
These 3. Once each.
Oh, so even with all those points, the 2 new guys didn't get 10?
No, not even 10.
What did they get to?
6 for Dar and 7 for Hetfield.
Okay. Yeah, because he died early enough and he was just trying to cast to keep himself alive.
Keep him so beastie.
So we got to level 5, 5, and 2. So since he got to level 2... No, he was already level 2.
Sorry, he went to 21 actually.
He went to 21, so he actually got to level 3.
Yes,
so 5, 5, and 3, so no new spells are learned at those ones. It's only at 2, 4, and 6. So let's start with your Life Mage. He rolls an 8, and he can cast and imbind 1 additional spell.
You got a lot of that.
Does that bring him up to 3?
That brings him up to 3.
Jeez. It's a good thing that he can cast endless spells, because he's actually run out of spells to be able to cast. Your Celestial Mage rolls also an 8, so he can cast on him, but that actually,
Not bad for him.
that's good for him because he knows a couple. He knows the Chain Lightning, he knows the Ride the Storm, and then of course he knows Arcane Bolt, Mystic Shield, and the Endless Spells. And by the way, you've learned Metal Maw.
Yeah.
That's in your rep. It's a casting of 9. It's hard to pull off, but
It's scary.
you got your Necromancer now. What does he roll?
Kengex!
3. Okay, so this one's awesome. This is the first time we've seen this. After successfully casting a spell, if it is not unbound, after resolving its effects, you may immediately cast it again.
Ooh.
You still have to roll again to cast it.
Endless.
That wouldn't work on an endless spell because you only have one of each. This does not count toward any casting limits. So he summons, and the nice thing about the summon one is he could choose something else to summon. So he could summon twice, he could Arcane Bolt twice, Mystic Shield twice.
It's always skeletons first.
Right, and make sure, something easy first, right? And then cast the second time. So he now can dispel for free, he can do 2 spells.
No, you have to take the spells for free. Kengex is plus 2 to the spell.
Oh, so he still gives up one of his. I think you're right. Yeah, I think he does.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he dispels for free, but he gets plus 2, which is why you've been using him.
Yep.
And so, but if you ever do have to dispel twice, then he's handy as well. So yeah, so he can cast 2 spells, plus 2 to dispelling, and if he successfully casts a spell, and that goes for both of them. So he could potentially get 4 spells off.
Nice.
Because each time he gets one off, he could immediately try to cast it again. Now, it's not going to be often that you're going to be able to do like 4, because you have to cast it, not be unbound, and then cast it again, not be unbound. But still, that's going to come in handy.
Good.
That's the end of that one. So we've got our next mission, of course, is going to be in the MiniWarGaming Vault at the link below. We get to see what happens next as the magics of the Metal Maw get absorbed into the Alpha Sphere and the I was going to actually explain that. The spirit of the Basilisk, the soul of the Basilisk gets pulled in. And I will explain this in the next story time. But it then invigorates your Beast Mage, and the Basilisk is now an option for him to turn into.
Nice.
So he can turn into a Manticore or a Basilisk.
Nice.
I'm not sure if the Basilisk is better than Manticore. Probably.
Manticore's probably better, a little faster because of fly, but the Basilisk can do mortal wounds, which is always useful.
Yeah, so we might see you turn into both
And a
of those.
shooting attack. So
It's pretty lame shooting attack. It's 1 damage. Hits on a 5.
that's pretty lame.
It's lame. it's an old monster rule. It's not that very good. But yeah, so find out what happens next in the story. In the MiniWarGaming Vault, the link below. You're not a Vault member, consider signing up. Click the link, get a free 7-day trial, or better yet, go to miniwargaming.com/spellhunters, get this entire narrative campaign for free, and become a Vault member. Try it out. We would love your support. It helps us to be able to afford all of this. All of this. And all of this. That's right. That beard isn't free. It is not free. Thanks so much for watching. Happy wargaming. Oh, just to give you a little sneak peek for our Vault members, we've got our next game on this board. What is going on?
I don't know, but it's really messing with my head.
What is going on? Da-da-da-da-da. You got to be a Vault member to watch this, though. Da-da-da-da-da. Being a Vault member is really cool. Da-da-da-da-da. It really helps support us. Da-da-da-da-da. And we love our Vault members. So just, link below. MiniWargaming.com/spellhunters. Get this entire campaign for free. And you can watch this. Go and watch this. And watch Steve freak out.
I don't know what's going on.